Logan, everybody, and welcome to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. This afternoon, the Highlands Golden Rams traveled to the Buckeye State to face the Shaler Titans. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik, and along for a maiden voyage is Courtney Stewart. Dean, a beautiful trip up today. We had some snow squalls, but it's December. What do you expect?
Yeah, coming through Beaver, Mike, a little dicey there, but we made it, and we're in this big arena today. Cleveland's celebrating their 50th year in the NBA. We get a chance to play before them. I think just like us, the kids are in a little awe of the arena. It's a big floor. They're going to have to get used to that. Also, the three-point line. There are three down there. We're going to point out it's the black line nearest the basket is the three-point line for high school. And again, I think once they get accommodated with that and get used to being on the big court, they'll be fine.
I think they will too. So what do you think this trip means to the players? Everybody's pretty excited about this.
No doubt about it, Mike. It's a chance to play in an NBA arena, and not a big crowd here, obviously, but a lot of Highlands fans have shown up there in front of us here, and cheerleaders got to make the trip. They're excited too, so I think it's time well spent for everybody.
I think it is too. Well, last night both teams got big wins. A section win for Shaler over Mars, and Highlands with a win over Beaver Falls.
Yeah, Mike. Last night I think our team depth showed through with Johnny Christ not in the lineup, and again we went 9 deep, and everybody shared the ball great. We got to do that again here today. I think the shooting background might be something that we have to deal with, Mike. We're a little bit bigger than they are, and I think we're going to hopefully pound the ball inside. Joaquin Roman had career high yesterday. I hope he gets to continue that today. And again, Johnny Christ is well rested.
Now, you always talk about depth perception, so that's usually that. So looks like they've hit the horn here, so we may be about ready to go. Talk about Shaler. Rob Niederberger, our old buddy, the old coach of the World Bucks.
Yeah, Mike, you mentioned they upset Mars, number 1 in 5A in section last night, 73-62. And Malik Reynolds, their outstanding player, had a patellar tendon injury. He played there, but he's not on the lineup today. He scored 26 in that game, Mike. They're going to have to rely on Mike Rapoli, and he is Nick Rapoli, averaged 16 a game, and he is a senior. And again, I don't rule Reynolds out, but he's not starting.
Okay, well, time for the starting lineups. Brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. Dan?
Well, again, we'll take a look at Shaler since they're their visiting team. They will start number 3, Jonah Yount, a 5'10 senior. Number 4, Jay Shaw Green, a 5'10 junior. Number 11, Christian White, a 6'1 sophomore. Number 23, Jake Miller, a 6'1 senior. As I mentioned, Nick Rispoli wears number 32, 6'2 senior. 16 last night in that big win against Mars. Mike, in that Mars win, it was at Shaler, big section win. Mars was undefeated. Mike Carmody did not play in that game, so that made a difference.
That's a big game. They lost 3 times to them last year, including being knocked out of the WPIL playoffs. And here are the Rams.
They will start number 1, Jimmy Quince, a 6'2 freshman, averaging 6.2 per game. Number 11, Corey Meyer, 6'1 senior, averaging 18.8 per game.
And forward, a 6'4" junior, number 50, Joaquin Roman.
Number 50, 6'4 junior, Joaquin Roman. Big night last night, averaged 6.8 per game. Stepped in for Johnny, did a great job. Number 23, Luke Cochran, 6'2 senior, averages 20 a game. And Johnny Price is back in the lineup to start today. A senior, 6'6", wears number 20, averages 11 points per game.
Jim Hoby senior, Jim Hoby junior, and Quinn McGuire are the officials, and the voice of God in this big, beautiful building is Bill Heasley. It sounds tremendous.
Yep, you got to hear him in the background there, and Bill do a great job for us. Steve Meaner along for the ride too. He's doing the book. I see Drew Carpin down there help put all this together for the Golden Rams. Again, I think everybody's excited about this trip here today, and we're kind of playing by the rules of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We know one thing: we have a 4:30 hard out for getting ready for the pro game here tonight, which we will attend.
We will. Remember to beautify and protect. Call Dan Timmons Painting, 724-224-2851. Dan Timmons Painting, they got you covered, and thanks to him always for the starting laps. The Rams will be dressed in their home whites tonight. I can't say tonight. It's an afternoon game. The Titans will be dressed in their blue. The last time we played Shaler, it has been a while. You have to go back to a couple of tip-off tournaments at Plum. Played them on the 7th of December 2013 and the 9th of December 2011. The Rams lost both of those games at Plum.
When I coached back in the 80s, Mike, they were a section mate of ours.
All right, so we're set to go. Johnny Christ jumping center against Nick Rispoli, and the Rams have it. They'll move right to left, dressed in their home whites. This is Jimmy Kuntz at the big 50 for the Cavaliers.
It's like a 1-2-2 zone to start.
Inside to Christ. Post move. Up, around, in and out. No good. Christ got his own rebound. His shot was blocked, and the rebound is pulled out of there by Christian White.
They want to run, Mike, and they're going to here.
And they do. And Christ got down and blocked. Yount, but he draws the foul.
Mike Shaler, like Beaver Falls last night, like to apply pressure, and again, the key for them is put the ball in the basket. If they can do that, they can set the pressure. Beaver Falls could not do that yesterday, and Highlands prevailed.
Joni Yount at the line, 5'10" senior. He'll shoot 2. And the first one's too strong. And you wonder, you mentioned shooting threes. You also got to wonder about shooting foul shots. That depth is very different. It's good practice if either of these teams makes the peak.
That's for sure.
Yount makes the second, and it's 1-0 Shaler.
Rob Niederberger, Mike, you mentioned him, Burrow. He took him to a championship, and he's taken a while to right the ship. But they did make the playoffs last year and got all the way to the PIA.
Cochran goes corners. Stepping back was Myers. Now Kuntz drives in. Tried to get it to Roman, but it's tipped away and stolen.
Now Johnny, watch out.
By Miller. Ooh. And an offensive foul. Where the Rams got a break there. Rob Niederberger didn't like it very much.
And there is no way Johnny should be taking that charge.
Not after you've already taken one
foul, but again,
in the first minute.
That's what we do. It's called culture. Coach talked about it in the paper the other day, the Highlands culture.
Well, the problem we're going to have now is they're not going to put the fouls up on the board, so we're going to have to pay attention.
We always pay attention.
Myers, rim rejected. Roman with the rebound puts it in, and the Rams lead it 2-1.
Well, is Joaquin playing good basketball, man?
He sure is.
And he's one of these kids who's getting better with experience. Highlands putting their pressure on
now. Against pressure, and Yount able to get it back to Rispoli. Rispoli wears 32. That's a save and a steal, though, by Cochran. Rams back the other way. Cochran drives, lays, scores, and the Rams lead it 4-1.
Luke came in and needed 97, Mike, to get to 1,000. Now it's 95.
It was remember the wreck of the old 97 by Johnny Cash.
Oh, almost another turnover.
Nearly an over and back, but the tip gets rid of that. This is Miller, a 3-ball, and that hardly moved. We're tied at 4.
6'1" senior Jake Miller knocks that one down.
Rams against token pressure. Christ runs the floor beautifully. Great feed. The shot was missed. He gets the rebound back and scores. Great pass by Myers into the paint.
Try to jam it like the professionals, Mike. Maybe we'll get to see Johnny do that on a pro court today.
I saw LeBron do that once or twice in this building. Oh, nice up and under move. And the basket for Christian White. And we're tied at 6. We go back and forth here. And a steal by Yount. Yount goes in. And another charge. Johnny's... there have been 3 fouls in 2 minutes.
Johnny's involved in all of them.
2 have gone okay.
Yount picks up his second quickly, Mike.
And Johnny picks up 1, and now we're going to get a substitution for Rob Niederberger. And this is Darren Mizgorski, number 22.
Stand by again. Here comes the pressure. We talked about it in the pregame.
Here's Kuntz.
They like to set it up.
Now Myers to a wide open Roman. He lays it up. Oh, he missed it.
That's the ones he's got to work on, Mike.
Yeah.
That was too easy. He didn't concentrate.
Nor the rebound.
They're out and running. That was a walk.
Now they fire it back out, and Mizgorski's able to save it. That's 3, and it's good.
3-pointer.
So Mizgorski's hit 1. They've hit 2 from downtown, and it's 9-6 Shaler.
And again, Mike, when they make baskets, they can put the pressure on.
Now breaking the press easily, the Rams. Myers with a head fake. Back to Kuntz. Drives into the paint. He found the lane. He had it blocked by Christian White.
Shaler sitting in a 2-3 zone after the pressure, Mike.
Now White's able to get it. 15-footer off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Kuntz.
Could have got him over the back there.
Able to get it. Now, I think there'll be a lack of whistles for the reasons you mentioned earlier. Here's Christ. Back feed it to Cochran. His 3's on the way. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound to Shaler. It's Mizgorski. Titans with the ball. 3 minutes into the first quarter. Now Miller's 3's no good, and Christ has the rebound.
Get a great view up here, huh, Mike?
This is tremendous. Here is Myers running the floor, and he lays it in.
Great pass by Johnny that time.
Nice cushy seats, too. 9-8, Titans by 1. Oh, steal by Christ on the step in front, but they take it right back from him. Now driving in there is White.
He walked.
And now they're going to call a foul underneath.
See, Joaquin pushed in a little bit. I thought he walked. Chicken or the egg, Mike, huh?
Joaquin Roman.
Picked up by Joaquin, his first. Team files even at 2. 3-2.
Antoine McDaniels checks in for Joaquin, Mike. With this big floor, I think it's going to be a good idea to get him some rest. No layups.
1-point ball game as they throw it deep and saved back there by Miller. Now another 3 is put up and missed, and the rebound to McDaniel. Right out of the box. So, but good job by Shaler getting back on defense as Rispoli got his arm up.
It's our 4th turnover, Mike.
Knocked it away.
And he went right
now
through it.
White drives all the way in and lays it in. He's got 4, and the Titans lead it by 3.
Shaler hit Levine.
Rams forecourt. Myers, baseline, stops, pops, runner, no good. Rebound is loose.
Shaler's getting all the loose balls.
And the
Johnny gets it
Titans
back.
have it, but Christ gets it back.
Nice feed
Nice
to Cochran.
feed to Cochran. He missed the shot.
Got it.
And Rispoli's down. Well, this is the last thing Rob Niederberger needs after he already has an injury to his main man, Mekhi Reynolds, and now Rispoli's hurt.
And Mike, if you look at the Shaler bench all the way down at the end in a white hoodie,
That's Mekhi Reynolds.
He's not even look like he's dressed, to be honest with you.
So now they're going to stretch out Rispoli.
Hope he's okay. Mike, we get to bring the cheerleaders. I mentioned that Shaler got to bring their middle school. It was nice of them to allow them out. We wanted to bring ours. Unfortunately, kids going kid out. Give us a chance to talk about the Wireless Zone. They're the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. Offer the most popular smartphone, tablets, connected devices, and all the latest accessories with award-winning customer service. Verizon's 5G Wireless Zone is coming. It's right around the corner. Again, you can see the Wireless Zone in the 8K Valley. We have 12 located, one in Atrona Heights next to Walmart Plaza, the other one in Pittsburgh Mills next to J.C. Penney's, and across from Victoria's Secret. We'll find a Wireless Zone nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com.
Logan Bernessa is checked into the lineup. That didn't look good for Rispoli the way he limped off.
Yeah, Mike, the trainer over there working on him.
So Shaler with the basketball, leading by 3, but 2 of their main people on the bench.
Carter Leary checked in. Oh, Mike's going to call.
Now there's the travel on Jake Miller as he got into the lane.
Yeah, because I thought John was going to get his second early. So Carter Leary checks in along with... I actually checks in for Antoine McDaniels. He's out there. So we have Jimmy Quince and Joaquin Roman on the bench.
Oh, great pass by Myers to McDaniel. Goes right down the lane and he lays it in.
Tic-tac-toe. 5 Highlands scores amounted for the 10 points. That's spreading the ball around, Mike.
It is. 11-10. Shaler by 1. Now Mizgorski goes up to get it. Jumper in the lane is no good. Rebound McDaniel again. Ahead of the field is Myers. Out, but a bad pass by McDaniel. Rams had a 2-on-1 with Leary ahead of the field.
Not making an excuse, but I think Antoine was fouled on that pass, Mike. He went to throw it up, and a kid from Shaler blocked it and also knocked the ball offline. Shaler gets the inbound.
Again, as we said earlier, with that hard out at 4:30, you wonder if the referees will referee accordingly. As long as there's no funny business, you know.
Nice pass.
Nice pass underneath by Green, but Christ got up there and blocked it, and Leary controls it for the Rams. Chance to take the lead. 3:10 left first quarter. Rams trailing by 1. Cochran all the way through. Rebound. Christ tip no good. Christ got it back.
Come on, he got fouled.
And he's
there.
fouled.
Yeah.
He'll shoot 2 this time at 3:04 with the Rams trailing at 11-10. And now Joaquin is coming back.
And Mike, I really think that background's giving our kids trouble. I mean, we're missing layups.
Price will be the line shooting 2.
Gotta get used to it.
Same for both teams.
Yeah, oh yeah, on both ends.
Johnny Christ at the line. 45% on the year. Missed the first, he'll get another chance to tie it up.
Johnny, on the way up on the bus, Mike, committed to Penn State today via Skype to Coach Franklin.
Yeah, that is today, isn't it?
Yes. Had to go to the front of the bus. He had permission.
Christ nails the second. 1 for 2. We are tied. 11-11.
That second shot is good. Ties it up.
At Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. It's had a few different names. All Dan Gilbert companies, they just changed the names on us. Used to be Quicken Loans Arena. Now, there's a double team, but it's saved by Mizgorski out at the center circle. Now Jay Sean Green against Kunst. Swing it over to the corner. And Miller. Back to Mizgorski, top of the rings. Now
there are 3 of them out there to look at for 3 points.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep. That's a
Here's
three-pointer.
Miskorsky for three off the front rim, no good.
Antoine
McDaniel
got
got over the
called
back, tipped it
yeah.
beautifully, and Kunst has the rebound. Rams with the ball with a chance to take the lead. Kunst goes right side to McDaniel. His three's on the way, and it's nothing but nylon, and the Rams lead it 14-11.
That's Antoine's third three of the year, Mike. Highlands takes their first lead. Boy, there's an arm bar there, you know that.
Now they throw it away, and the Rams force a turnover.
Carlier is arm barred all the way down the floor. Look at we have to go dig the ball out, Mike. That's something you don't have to do. Go 3 rows deep at Highlands to get the ball in front of our cheerleaders.
Brad Witucky would just love this. Anyway.
Space to dive into. Frank sends his regards and season's greetings, by the way.
We saw Frank the other night.
He wanted to come to the game, and he had babysitting duties. He had a bunch of grandkids now.
Grandpa now, that's right. Here's a crossover move by Cochran. Gets a man in the air, puts it up, couldn't go. Rebound, Roman puts it in. Boy, Cochran walked right around Burnetzer like he was standing still. Roman finished it. He's got 4. He's on a hot streak, and the Rams lead at 16-11.
Frank says he's going to try to join us to boost the rate.
Steal by Kunst. Kunst all the way down, drives, lays, missed the layup.
Wow. I'm telling you, Mike. I think
Rebound White.
We had 3-on-1.
Oh, I think it had something to do with the 2 guys that got back, actually. Here's Miller. That's a 3, and it's good.
His second.
That's 6 for Miller. And Highlands
calls timeout.
Calls timeout. Well, B&J Sports celebrating their 6th decade of outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley. When it comes to all your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, and plaques. Any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. They're located at 1605 Freeport Road, open 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays and idle noon. So stop in today or give Glenn a call, 724-226-2762. 6 decades says it all, B&J Sports. So 1:32 left of the first quarter. The Rams lead at 16-11, and Coach Stosh wanted to talk it over there.
I think, Mike, they're going to try to get some breaks in there, too. It's a lot to do, getting up and down this floor.
It is, and there's plenty of work. You see the TV crews getting set up for tonight's game. They got a lot of work. They're here 4 hours before the game starts to get going. They have an intricate setup. We are up here right next to where the radio sets up. In that section, at the Joe Tate section of the club level, former announcer for the Cavs and the Cleveland Indians. Here's Cochran, steps back, lets a 3 go. It's down, Luke Cochran. He's got 5.
No background problems there.
19-14, the Rams match their biggest lead of 5 points. Now White, they're able to break the press, get it to Miskorsky left side. He turns around, lets a 3 go. It's off the back rim. Kunst tried to knife it out of there, but the Titans fall on the baseline. It's turnover Shaler at 58 seconds, and the Rams with a 5-point lead. Cochran gets a rest. Roman gets a rest. We'll set them for you. It's McDaniel, Kunst, Myers, Leary, and Kreis. Less than a minute to go, first quarter. Highlands by 5. Chance to take their biggest lead here. Now Kreis out top. McDaniel got it to Myers. Myers drives in, tipped out of bounds. It'll be Highlands ball. Nice catch by Rob.
Ball's tipped out of bounds.
Everybody but Johnny's been out in the first quarter, Mike. So Johnny's fresh, as we mentioned.
He is. Had a rest like Coach Kreis last night.
Yeah, he helped out.
And the Rams went out 19-0 on a very good Beaver Falls team. Crossover move by Kreis. Corner to Myers. Here's his 3. It's down. Corey Myers hits another one. He's got 5, and the Rams lead it by 8.
Great screen set by Johnny that time, too, Mike.
22-14. Now they drive forecourt. Miskorsky had it blocked by Kreis. Rebound McDaniel.
Rebound by Antoine McDaniel.
And now
Johnny's out in open court, Mike. Look out.
wants to push it. Corner to Myers.
There. Johnny wanted it.
Myers thought about it. Swatted away for a second. Oh, great tip by Leary to save it to McDaniel in the corner. Drives it in. Back to Kunst. 15. In and out and in again.
Shooters roll for Jimmy. All starters on the score sheet now, Mike.
24-14. Highlands by 10. Now a 3 at the buzzer is missed, and that's the end of the first quarter here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And the Rams put a good run on to finish it. They finished it out on a 16-3 run, and they lead Shaler 24-14.
Been putting up numbers lately, Mike. No doubt about it. Have you been putting off that much needed work around the house? Why not let the pros at Beanie Home Renovations help you to tip off the basketball season with a new kitchen, bathroom, game room, or addition and make your home a winner. Now the holiday season is coming. You get in touch with them with over 100 years combined experience, and our Brian E. and a team of professionals at Beanie Home Renovations guarantee that job will be completed on time right after the holidays. You can call them today. Customer service is their top priority. Give Brian a call at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or visit their Facebook page, Beanie Home Renovations, where the B is always busy. Get an estimate today. Get it done first of the year.
And a great job by the cheerleaders. We mentioned they made the trip up, and we had a chance to see them, and it's a big day for them too.
We got to play hall monitor. We sat between the basketball team and the cheerleaders. That was our job. They did a great job, by the way.
Nice,
all well behaved.
Comfortable trip up. We had a snow squall up in the Beaver Valley. It came
saw
down.
A sign that said what?
Whiteout conditions, Dean.
Yeah.
They weren't lying.
And our bus driver is from Slippery Rock.
Right, and she told me before that her daughter went to college at Buffalo, so she was used to the snow. So we were in good hands.
We forced 6 turnovers in the first quarter, had 5. Mike, on the year, we're forcing 16, averaging 14. By the way, we went to number 1 in scoring average at 74.4 and 5A, and 24 points in the first quarter helps here.
Well, and again, missing 2 players, missing Makai Reynolds, and now Nick Rispoli, who's still down there trying to work that knee out, and it's not looking good for him.
Mike, he is still limping.
And you hate to see that happen, especially coming
He's actually grabbing his ankle
all this way.
He's trying to run it off down there a little bit.
I hope he can get back out there. Here's Green.
And I hope Makai Reynolds is just a coaching decision, Mike, since he played last night.
Rob's a smart guy. No, Miller worked it back to White. Now the Rams got a 2-3, and I confused them a little bit, and they had to look for instructions. We can see the defense is great from up here. Here's Christian White. Now left side to Miller. Drives baseline. Off the glass. Missed it. Tip Bernesser, no good. Miller got the rebound. Miller into the paint.
Nice pellet.
Dump down Bernesser. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. That's 7-19.
Joaquin picks up his second.
At the line will be number 41, Logan Bernesser.
Logan Bernesser at the line. He'll shoot a couple.
He's a big fella, 6'5", sophomore.
First one on the way, and that's short.
Entering the game for the Gold Rams.
I don't know. I always thought that it was in a different gym like this, and believe me, this is a big gym. In a different gym like this, I always thought that the free throw shooting was more of a problem. But I know how both can be. You know another one? The old barn at McKeesport.
Yeah,
the kids always told me that was hard. Did a few Riverview games out there. Burl played out there once too. Nice stop-start move by Cochran, and it settles for him.
Layup by 23, Luke
7, and it's 26-14.
Change of pace dribble, Mike. I like the back dribble to get the defender up. Another steal by Highlands.
By Cochran. Ahead of the pack.
Trying to get under control.
Dribbles it off
he
his
does.
foot. He had to kill it. He put a knife in it.
Too tough a pass.
Threw it out of bounds, though. It was deflected off the hands of Jay Sean Green. Luke had some problems with it.
for the Titans, number 3, Jonah Young.
But that back dribble, too, Mike. You back dribble, you draw the defender to you. You know where you're going. He does. And you take that momentum, get a chance to do a blow-by. Nice dot of Johnny.
Turn around. Little jumper. Boy, the rims are soft here. Kevin Love must like them that way. That one
hit.
Well, I thought that hit Antoine, but they're going to call it last off of Miller's. It must have hit him when it tipped over into the seats. Rams on the Cavs bench this afternoon, and the Titans are where the Charlotte Hornets will be later on.
By the way, there are fans that are just below us.
They're below us. They are here. There are quite a few of them, too. A nice crowd.
One side for the high school game.
Kunst. Back to Cochran. Lets a 3 go. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound tip. They're going to get Antoine McDaniel as he goes over Joni Yount.
That fouls on number 10.
That's his first team foul.
Now backcourt against pressure.
That was a high dribble.
Green had to do a spin move, but he got out of there. Now to Yount right side.
He has 2 fouls. He has to be careful.
Now Mizgorski kicked it back. Yount's 3's on the way. It is pure.
3-pointer by number 3, Jonah Young.
That's 3 of their starters missing when Yount sat all that time with the 2 fouls, but Rob Niederberger went back to him. It's 26-17, Highlands by 9.
Corey had the back door. You can see everything up here.
You can. It's so easy from up here. Now Myers.
Right in the post, blast to Johnny.
To Christ. Triple teamed, and he throws it away. But you see how 3 guys, they knew when he had the ball, and they collapsed on him, and guys are going to be open outside, and the Rams have hit some 3s here.
Foul 6 apiece now.
They've hit 3 of them, 1 by Myers, 1 by Cochran, and 1 by McDaniel.
They're having problems with inbounding the ball, Mike, because it keeps going up 3 or 4 rows.
And we're going to get a timeout at the 6:04 mark as that's taken by Shaler. Well, if you or someone or you know is in need of physical or occupational therapy, why not consider the caring therapist at Phoenix Rehab and Health Services in Natrona Heights. Phoenix specializes in one-on-one personalized care coupled with the latest techniques and equipment and physical therapy services. They deal with any type of injury. They specialize in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workers' comp injuries, and Phoenix will help you with your goal of returning to the activities you love the most. Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services is conveniently located in the Heights Plaza near Blessed Sacrament Church. They're right across from Spartan Dome. They have daytime and Saturday hours to fit your busy schedule. You can call them today at 724-224-5090 or on the web at phoenixrehab.com.
Mike, I appreciate you doing that read for me. I promised everybody I would get the scores out on Facebook every quarter, so I'm doing my diligence for Verizon people out there. And by the way, if you want to schedule an appointment, Thursday is the day to go. Because Thursday is onesie day.
Onesie day.
Adrian's going to be in her onesie. I will not be in mine, but I will be there at 11 o'clock. So stop in, say hello to Adrian and everybody in Phoenix.
Your basketball trip prevails this week. You will be going tomorrow, too.
Tomorrow, doubleheader Butler with the middle school. Friday, back for the season tip against York. And if I'm crazy, I'll show up for the 12:30 JV game Saturday.
Why not?
That'd be 13 in 1 week. My eyeballs are dribbling.
Jay Sean Green plays catch out top with Miller. 5:49 to go first half. Highlands by 9. That's another thing about this high-tech scoreboard in NBA arena. They tell you what the difference in the points are.
Yeah, we have to do that in our head.
Yeah, it's like I haven't even looked at it because I'm just, after, 25 years of this. There's a jumper by Yount, in and out, no good. Rebound Cochran. My math isn't great, but I have the rudimentary stuff down.
I'm going to take their time coming up, set their offense. They're running the old wagon wheel, Mike, off the high post.
Where's Darius Rucker when you need him? Inside to kicked it back out, and Kuntz missed a 3, and a rebound to the Titans. This is Mizgorski forecourt with a crossover move, but Myers did a good job to stay in front of him. Nearly, boy, you can see Jimmy was eyeing that one up on the pass back. This is Green.
First 3 minutes, Highlands only 2 points in this quarter. But slowed down the pace, Mike. 24-14 is pretty.
That's 3-2.
Fast. Yep, going up.
Mizgorski between the circles.
Highlands bench applauding the defense. And that's one thing, Mike. We have a lot of fans who understand basketball. They know when Highlands are playing good defense, which they are right now.
Here's Green. Back to Yount. Winding time. 4.5 left.
When you force a pass like that, you're playing defense.
Here's White all the way in.
There it is.
Steal by McDaniel. Can he get it out of there? They battle on the floor. And McDaniel stole it again.
Ripped it away. Got the whole court.
And Antoine's tripped.
Can they call that?
Hope he's all right.
Can they call that intentional?
Well, in 3 hours, it could be clear path.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was intentional.
I don't either. But he had to, like you said, clear path to the basket. There is no call for that in high school.
There is not. In the NBA, there is, and they call that automatic. So the Rams will.
Would they get 2 on the ball if that was the case?
Key it in.
In the pros?
Yeah, I believe, or maybe 1 on the ball. Cochran lets it fly. It's a dipper. And the rebound to Rispoli. I'm sorry, to Miller. Or is that Rispoli back out there? It is.
Good for him.
Rispoli is back out there. You can see on his left ankle, he's got a brace on it.
And he's limping.
He's gingerly getting in and out of there. Here's Cochran back the other way. Cochran all the way through.
Challenge.
Missed the shot. It's tipped. And Yount the rebound. Less than 4 to go till halftime.
Yeah,
nice play by Yount. A couple guys hit the deck. And a foul on Highlands. It's on Blake Leary.
Blake Carter.
Carter Leary. If it was on Blake Leary, we'd have an eligibility issue. Hi, Blake.
By the way, Mike, he went right by 3 defenders that time. Yount, the 5'10" senior, knows what he's doing out there.
Yount with a dipper. He'll get the second. Highlands committed 5 team fouls and 4 for Shaler. 3:50 left first half. Highlands 26, Shaler 17. The second one by Yount is good.
And the second one.
It's great to see Rob Niederberger back on the bench, Mike.
Lead feet ahead. Price with the layup, and he scores.
When he left Burrow, it was for family reasons. He had some young kids. I got to see the one who was in diapers. Now he's right by his side.
How about that?
Time flies. How long ago was that, you know?
It's been a while.
I'm going to say at least 6 years.
Yeah.
Based on the kid.
Good call. He was a coach at Burrow.
He can't save it. Can't run that one.
Can't save it, and a turnover for Highlands.
Entering
His last year was the year that they went to that championship game, and he was 33 and 37 in those 3 years there, but he had struggles to start with when he got there.
Well, here's something, Mike. Luke had to go 10 rows up to get it, and he had to go get it because he threw it. We used to play that in the alley. You threw it, go get it.
Yeah, pretty much. Titans with a basketball. Jay-Sean Green walks it up.
And is maintaining that 10-point lead, just slowed down the pace. There's a turnover.
There it is, and McDaniel the other way. Johnny Cochran
behind a defense.
looks for help. Here's Johnny.
He dunked that one. He was waiting. He knew if Luke got it, he'd get it, and he dunked it for his 7th point of the evening.
30-18, Highlands by 12.
Johnny and Luke team high 7.
Rams looking to go 5-1 in the early going, and then we'll open section play on Saturday night or Friday night. There's a turnover, and now Chandler Timmons will come in.
There was a situation, Mike, where left his feet, didn't know what he was going to do with it. Carter has tied his shoes. They're going to give him a second for that.
And Johnny's going to sit down, take a rest.
First time he sat down.
2:46 left till halftime. Let's see how we've done time-wise on the big clock. It's 3:37 time of day, so we're doing all right.
Yeah, we just want to make sure we get our 8-minute quarters in.
Yeah, you want to play the whole game is the key. And there's a time constraint, of course. They got to get ready for the big game tonight. Luke Cochran drains a 3 from the right side. He's got 10, and the Rams will open it up to a 33-18 lead.
And the count is down to 87, Mike.
Oh, and there's a 3 from the corner by Jake Miller. His third for 9 points.
Good idea to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, it would be.
Mike Beaver was up here a couple years ago, and they were told before the game, 6-minute running clock, no halftime. LeBron wants to shoot at 4, not 4:30. So, we don't have that problem tonight. LeBron is not here.
No. Kevin Love would be the one asking, I think. Here's Kuntz with a crossover move. Drives in, kicked it out. McDaniel.
Extra pass again, Mike.
Gave it out to Cochran. He drives in, but 3 blue shirts. Nice back door to McDaniel for the lay-in.
Beautiful cut by Antoine, rewarded by Luke Cochran. Antoine now 7, Mike.
35-21.
And not only are we scoring in bunches, Mike, we're distributing it.
Yeah. Nice move in the lane by White as he got around Chandler Timmons for the lay-in. That's his first basket of the night. And it's 35-23. Rams by 12 in the basketball. Moving right to left here in this first half.
Mike Shaler sitting at 2-3. I wouldn't be in a rush to put it up.
Cochran. Corner. Leary. 3. Front rim no good. Rebounding out. Wants to push it. He's got White ahead of the field, and it's blocked by Cochran, but they're going to call Cochran on the foul. Now he stopped the basket. That's Luke's first foul.
And that's why you don't rush it, Mike. Pull him out of that zone.
Fouls on number 23, Luke Cochran.
Last night, Mike, some section teams in action. Knock beat Valley 85-50. Valley now 0-6.
Wow, things have been going well for them with Coach Mark Foe. He does a great job there, by the way.
South Park 65, Derry 64, and Waynesburg beat York 52-44. York will be on Friday for our season lid lifter.
Entering the game for the Gold Rams, number 11, Corey Myers.
Jim Nesser, his second stint as coach of the York Cougars, 30 years in between. How about that? And he's been everywhere.
Yep.
We'll talk about that Friday.
Jeanette is one of the places. Stops along the way.
White makes a second. It's 35-24. 1 minute to go first half.
We've been getting great response at home, Mike. And again, if you want to see the section opener, be there Friday.
Here's Kunst. Now to Cochran. Long cross court. Myers open. Here it comes. It's off the rim.
A lot of students home for Christmas yesterday, we saw. And
we'll have a big crowd on Friday.
Sure,
yeah. Now they will fire it into the post to Rispoli. His turnaround jumper is missed. The rebound's on the floor. Green went for it, and Green is fouled.
Who are they going to get there?
Might be Luke.
Belak in there. Might be Luke. Let's see.
And we'll see what the call is.
Since Luke has one, 23. Nope, that's Luke's second. 2 quick ones on Cochran.
29 seconds left in the half.
They're going to get Cochran out, I believe. He'll shoot 1-on-1 here.
35-24. Rams leading it.
Got to give a plug to one of our sponsors. Anchor Inn, open and operational. A car hit the porch the other day, Mike.
Oh, my goodness.
You know the ramp we got? Yep. first off, how did the car get there? Second off, more cars are hitting buildings than any other time in our lifetime.
I think you're right about that.
I don't know. Every day on the news, like we say, how'd that happen?
20 seconds. We'll see if the Rams hold for one.
Be a good idea. Head by 11.
Here's Kunst.
They're sitting in that zone. What a pass!
Nice. Tip pass to Pavlik, and he missed the layup.
What did Johnny give it to him?
He did.
That was a beauty. 6 seconds ago.
So here's Miller, forecourt, 3 seconds. They got to be aware of the clock. Let go a long one. It's short, and that's going to be the end of the first half here at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland with the score. The Highlands Golden Rams 35 and the Shaler Titans 24. Tell you about Planet Fitness before we break here.
Planet Fitness at Heights Plaza in Natrona Heights, your home for judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a unique setting where everyone, and we mean everyone, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment for as little as $10 a month. Open to staff 24/7. Work out on your own schedule. If you're a first-time gym member, no problem. Member and staff make you feel right at home. I see them give tours all the time. Teens 13 through 15 can join. If they're accompanied by an adult 18 over, 16 years older, has their own membership. Don't forget the black card. And again, that black card you get for $1 right now. Remember, memberships are available as low as $10 a month. Stop in and say hi to Tara, Planet Fitness, and the Heights Plaza today.
Okay, halftime with the Rams into the lead, 35-24. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with stats and more right after this. All right, we're back at halftime. You see the Highlands bench. The Rams leading at 35-24 at the break here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. We could do a quick look at statistics for you in that first half. Luke Cochran had 10, 7 for Johnny Christ, 7 for Antoine McDaniel, 5 for Corey Myers, Joaquin Roman with 4, and Jimmy Kunst with 2. That's the Rams total of 35. For the Shaler Titans, 9 points for Jake Miller on 3 threes, 5 for Joni Yount, 5 for Christian White, 3 for Darren Mizgorski, and 2 for Jay Sean Green. That's the Titans total of 24. And again, they had their issues injury-wise in that first half. Mekhi Reynolds did not play at all after he was gimping around last night in their section win against Mars. And then early on in the game, Nick Rispoli went down what it looked like was an ankle injury, but he did come back, but did not look 100%. And we'll see what Rob Niederberger decides to do about that as we move along here.
Very short halftime here, too, Mike. They only gave him 3 minutes. And again, Shaler, my question was coming into the game, how much did that big win take out of him, or how much did it put behind him as far as juice goes? Looks like they came out a little flat. And again, I'm sure you got a guy who scored 26 points last night, and Reynolds not out there. You tend to look for him. He had 18 points in that fourth quarter, and he said his knee was hurting him. But he looked in the stands, and his dad kept saying, "You can do better." He said, "I forgot about the pain, went out and did a great job." In that game, though, Michael Carmen didn't play. He had a toe injury suffered against Franklin Regional on Monday because it was just precaution to hold him up. But they knock off the number 1 team. They were number 3 coming in, so they might move up in the ratings. We saw Penn Hills number 2 on Saturday. So 1, 2, 3. Everybody that got a number in front of them, we face.
Amazing. Winter is here, so there's no better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993. And this year voted number 1 for auto repair. Founded by Butch Bonnet in 1961, Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and wheels in the Pittsburgh area. And as always, if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. You can visit highlandtire.com or call them in Trentham at 724-224-9222. In Natrona Heights, 724-224-7900. Or Highland Integrity Alignment, 724-224-5900. Highland Tire now offering oil changes at both locations. Service, integrity, price, we deliver.
Let me tell you how the oil change work, Mike. If you go to Highland Tire, it's first come, first serve. Call Highland Integrity. They'll take an appointment. Kenny had his done the other day, dropped it overnight, put the keys in the slot, woke up, picked up his car, no problems. Hey, Mike, big game last night in 4A. Blackhawk defeats Newcastle 63-61. And again, would that be a section game? I believe it would, yes?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, it's not. Yes, no. It is. I'm sorry, you're right, it is. Their section, they have an extra 2 teams, so
right.
That did play. Also, yeah, Trinity beat Montour 100-97. How about that?
All right, Rams move left to right toward their bench here in the second half with the lead. And Myers is going to let a 3 go to open things up, and he drains it.
Corey getting his range down. That's his second one. And Highlands increased the lead to 14.
38-24. That matches their biggest lead. Here's Yount. Driving now is Green, goes into the lane, off the back iron, tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Highlands ball.
Yep.
Ooh, I really thought Antoine knocked that
And they're
out.
talking about it now. Again, our referees, the Hobie father and son, and they convinced dad convinced son to change the call.
Yeah,
Mike.
I thought that's correct. I thought it went off of Antoine's hand, so Shaler will keep it.
When the old man talks, you listen, huh?
Exactly. Much like when the Jarasinski father and son duo works it out for us. This is Green. Oh, got to beware of that 5 seconds, but White just able to get up and pull it down. This is Rispoli, again with that left ankle with a brace on it.
Looks a little better here now, Mike. He was hobbling at first.
Green, now to out, crossover move. Nearly got shut off. Now Rispoli goes paint against Cochran, puts up the left-hander, and it's good. His first basket of the afternoon, 38-26.
And he scored 16 yesterday in that win over Mars.
Very important for the Rams to get off to a good start in the second half, and any hopes that Shaler is going to have of a comeback, the Rams can maybe thwart those early. Oh, hooks it over to Myers, but he does a good job to grab it. Now back to Kunst. Right side Cochran. Here's his three ball.
Boom.
It's down. You saw that one all the way right in front of us.
Right on line. Yep. 13 for Luke now.
And 3 from downtown.
And that was a deep one, Mike.
Hey,
That
Marv's
might have
done a
been
few
front.
games from in here. Kreis gets the rebound. Rams with the ball and a 15-point lead.
Luke looking for more, Mike.
Oh, he tried to fire it through, and a good job with hands by Christian White to get the deflection and the steal. Here's Yount, and he threw it right back to Luke.
Steal at the other end by Luke Cochran.
Cochran forecourt. Roman sets a screen, and when he does, you know it. Here's Kunst all the way to the basket with the left hand. He's got 4.
Jimmy Kunst for 2.
43-26.
Coach calls out shooter. Not a big crowd in here. You can hear him.
Now a jumper is up, around, and settles nicely for Christian White. Next time the Rams score a basket, Dean, I'm going to turn up the crowd mic and see if we can hear Bill Heasley. How's that?
How's that? Yep.
This is my David Aldridge moment with Bill. It's like I'm hearing the voice. I go, I know that guy.
Ode to Bill.
Here's Myers. Tried to throw it into Roman. Back outside. Now right side Cochran. 3 ball down.
And a three-pointer by Luke Cochran.
Quick timeout.
The Rams up 46-28. We have a timeout by the Shaler Titans.
There you go.
Full timeout.
Thank you, Mr. Heasley. Now we get a chance to tell the folks about Boucher, Dean.
Since opening their doors, the Boucher Agency has been helping local motorists find auto insurance coverage that speaks to their personal priorities. Mel and John at Boucher Agency want to make ensuring your new teen driver a stress-free experience. Make sure to ask about Nationwide's young driver discount when you compare. Nobody beats the Boucher rates for young drivers. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel, at 724-224-4300, and choose the coverage right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, Boucher's and Nationwide are on your side.
5:27 left of the second half. Rams lead at 46-28, and a
This
really
is our first second half.
first one today, anyway. Last I checked.
Mike, looking at the preseason favorites, again, as we go to section play, Newcastle's rated number 1 in 4A. They lost last night. Highlands rated number 2. Don't sleep on Uniontown, Mike. They were a good young team last year. They returned 4 this year. Central Valley is 4th, and Quaker Valley mentioned Mike Mastriano yesterday. They come in at number 5.
Well, we were worried about the shooting background. The Rams have hit 7 3-pointers after they had 10. They had 9 in the first half last night, hit 1 in the second half for 10, and they have 7 here on this big floor.
Nice round numbers, 10, 3s, 22s. How do you like that?
It's kind of like
Deflection.
tipped by Kreis, and he may be ahead of the field. Here's Kunst to Kreis. Leads it up to Cochran. He's unable to control it. And Luke did the right thing of taking it out of bounds rather than throw it back and start a fast break.
We always say that, yeah. In fact, they're going to say Shaler deflected. They're going to get the ball.
Even better.
Even better, right.
See, now Luke being smart, it paid off.
Yep.
Entering the game for the Shaler.
Like before the end, but I have to say a little. One of Santa's helpers, he couldn't make it today due to a previous commitment. Buddy Myers is helping Santa today at the Trenham Daycare Center.
Good for him. He's my neighbor.
He looks good in that red and white suit, they say.
He does. Here's Cochran, open, 3-ball, off the back rim, rebound. Roman had it. He tried to put it back up and missed the shot. And now Kunst, that's ill-advised.
Hand in the cookie jar.
Yes, sir.
And fouls on Jimmy Kunst. His first.
5:05 left. I keep wanting to say third quarter because it is the third quarter.
Highlands going to their man-to-man defense this time.
Crossover move by Mizgorski, but the Rams shut him off. Now Bernester stolen by Myers. Drives, lays, scores. Corey loves those runouts. He's got 9.
He deserved that one. He got the steal.
Does he have 9 or 10?
I got 10.
10. Thank you. I have messy handwriting. 48-28. The Rams by 20.
High dribble. Nice drop down, but stolen by Roman. Ahead of the pack to Johnny.
Right,
Johnny,
nice
look.
Tip pass to Myers. He had trouble controlling it, and the Rams will just reset.
Look at that pass,
into
Mike.
big Joaquin for the lay-in, and he missed it.
That was very nice ball movement. Didn't get rewarded for it, though, unfortunately.
Bernester the rebound. Work it back out, and a 3-ball is short as Bernester let it go, and the Rams have it. At 4 minutes left, third quarter. Cochran. Now I get it over to Johnny.
Nice move by John.
Try to drive baseline. Back to Cochran. His three's on the way. It's a dipper. Rebound. They battle for it, and the Titans come away with it. This is Yount.
I think Joaquin's out of gas, Mike.
Yount doesn't have numbers, and a good job by Jimmy Kunst to get a piece of that and knock it off his leg.
13 Shaler turnovers. Highlands only committed 8.
And Coach Stachinsky saw what you saw, and he's getting Joaquin out of there. And Johnny. And Jimmy. So we'll go with Timmons, Myers, McDaniel, Leary, and Cochran.
Shadow play looks like a 1-2-2, Mike. And again, with the 20-point lead, no rush to put the ball up. They're going to play a zone.
Now to Myers. The ball was tipped inside and stolen away by Mizgorski. He drives in against Leary, put it up, missed the shot. Rebound
Luke is leaking out. Antoine's getting organized. Great pass out.
Now Cochran, nice move, lays it in. And Coach Stosh wants to talk it over. At the 3:16 mark, the Rams by 22, 50-28. Well, another Highlands basketball season can mean only one thing. That's postgame at the Anchor Inn in Natrona Heights. Joe, Andy, and Dee continue that family tradition started way back in 1953 of a great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking. And if you can't find something you like on the Anchor's menu, then you just don't like to eat. Daily specials are available, as well as the Blue Plate special. And whatever you do, don't drive your car into the building. The kitchen is open until 11, so there's no better way to celebrate another Golden Rams victory on the hardwood than when friends and family at the Anchor Inn. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard. Okay, how many do you have, Luke, for you? I want to make sure.
I'm doing some math here, Mike. He has
tonight
18 on my scorecard.
Okay, that's what I have too.
So 97 minus 18 is 79. Is that correct?
I actually wasn't sure.
79 and 18.
61.
97, 7, yep. So down to 79 we go, Mike. In his quest for 1,000 points.
It's coming soon.
Yep.
To a YouTube or Comcast Channel 190 near you.
Tonight, our section still playing exhibition games. Mount Pleasant hosts a winless Woodland Hills team, Mike. Can you believe that?
Oh, my.
Yeah, so far no good. York is at California. And a local report, Mike. Springdale 6-0 after an overtime win over Stowe Rocks, 86-85.
Go Dynamos.
Indeed.
50-28 Highlands. Now, forecourt, Mizgorski goes into the lane, and he gets fouled on his way in. He'll shoot a pair at 3:04 left third quarter. Remember, coming up after the third period, we'll have A&B Pizza Trivia. You say we have Cleveland Trivia, Dean?
Cleveland Trivia.
You know, I was born not very far from this building.
You should be on the map, right to the left.
Right to, a little bit west in Lorraine.
Or as I call left.
Left. Mizgorski hits the first. So I have, there are relatives here. My parents lived here for a few years, and I'm an accidental Ohioan, as I like to say.
How about that Stiller report writer, beat writer, had her baby up here?
Oh, Didi Kunkabala. And and it was an early birth, and there was trouble, and then she had to stay here for quite a while. And she is so good, and she seems so nice. She's married to one of the sons of.
Nice pass inside of Pavlik, blocked.
And saved by Timmons. I'll get back to Aditi in a minute. Here's Myers. I can't do two things at once.
Look how we do the 1-3-1 offense against this 2-3 defense. Actually, it spreads out to a 1-2-2.
She's married to Terry Werginnis' son, who is, and there's a three by Myers from the left side. Terry Werginnis, who runs the Gateway Clipper.
13 for Myers now. Highlands lead jumps to 23 now.
And the Rams are draining three balls here at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Here's Ms. Gorski, 53-30. Oh, nice move in the lane. Going in with the right hand was Miller, but he couldn't get it to go, and the Rams have it as we reach the 2-minute mark, third quarter. Just because the game's out of state, it still counts on our record, right?
It certainly does.
No, I'm counting. Pavlik, nice feed back to McDaniel. Spin move. Now worked it back out center circle, and this is Leary at 1:45. How about how the Rams dribbled the game out last night? Over a minute. Pavlik tried to knife it down into Chandler, but stolen away on good hands by the Titans.
10th turnover for Shaler.
Ms. Gorski.
Excuse me, for Highland. 13 for Shaler.
Dump down. Nice play to White.
4-1.
Lays it in, draws the foul, will go to the line.
Chandler Timmons shook up on the play too, Mike. Yeah. One in the mush, as they would call it.
Foul on number 0, Chandler Timmons.
I'm watching them set up for Cavs radio to our left.
Wholesale subsidy.
They have wipes. They're wiping down everything.
Not a bad idea. I know you do this every time you go home, so I feel
I do these, Dean. I actually do these. And but now we have our own headsets, so we don't have to worry about giving each other whatever. As I was beset with for the first 3 weeks of the season with whatever the plague. At least I think it's gone.
We're calling it sinus.
I think it's a sinus infection, and once that's what I decided and went for the antibiotics, it seems to have gone away.
A non-catchy sinus.
Self-diagnosed.
Boom.
Carter Leary bringing rain from the left corner.
Extends the lead to 24.
His first three of the night, 56-32.
We're getting to the point where that difference on a scoreboard comes in handy, Mike.
9 threes again for the Rams. Yeah, I'm going to need it pretty soon. 1 minute left, third quarter. Nice crossover move, and Larry puts it in.
Carter Leary, quick 5 points, Mike.
Averaging 7 a game. He needs to get back to his average. 58-32.
And again, Mike, the luxury of having a bench that can score, huh?
It is a luxury. Here's Ms. Gorski left side. And a luxury of 2 of their best players on the bench doesn't hurt either. And that's just a fact, unfortunately. Here's Ms. Gorski, steps back with a 3. It's a dipper. And the rebound to Kunst.
And a rebound by Jimmy.
Rams with the ball in 30 seconds. Shaler's not committed a foul second half. Cochran whips it to the corner.
Johnny Duck.
Leary's 3 is good.
Look at that. 8 in a row for Carter Leary.
He took care of that average thing.
Yep,
the Rams have hit 10 from downtown, nearly half of their points from outside the arc. 61-32.
Nice hands there by Cochran. Let's see if he gets it back. They do try to give it to him.
Leary went down to get it to him. Luke missed the shot. Rebound, he fought it away. Put it up. Missed it. White the rebound to end the third quarter at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse with the score. Highlands 61 and Shaler 32.
Mike, I know that Reynolds is good, but is he 29 points good?
Oh, I don't think so.
I think
Trivia time is A&B Pizza time. Call 724-224-5311 to order your A&B Pizza now. They've been serving the AK Valley since 1958, and remember, they offer a 10% discount to military, police, and EMS.
Mention different names for this court, Mike. Right now it's going as the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Previously was Quicken Loans Arena. Quick question for you. What's the capacity here?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm going to go in the 18s. I'm going to say about 18,500.
Actually, Mike, it's 20,562.
This is a big barn.
I was talking to the gentleman who's hosting us here today.
Scott McDonald?
Yes, and they actually took out 3 sections to put some luxury suites in to reduce it. And again, 133-mile trip today. Previously, Cavaliers played where?
They played at the Richfield Coliseum.
And that closed in 1997, opened in 74 when they moved up to here. What was the capacity there, Mike? I did some homework.
At Richfield. Wow, Richfield Coliseum. Were you ever there?
Many times.
I was not. I never did make it to a game at Richfield Coliseum. I'm going to go 17,000.
How about 20,273?
Wow, another big building.
Yep. And Mike, the reason why I loved it was from Natrona Heights, you had one red light, and that was at the church at the corner. It was all turnpike house. It was a great setup for us.
Well, this is an easy get to. It really is. You pop right off the interstate, and you're down in town. You're in good shape.
I'll repeat, one red light.
I got you. Mizgorski baseline. Tried to dump it off. He did, and a lay-in is good by Miller. Miller's the first Titan into double figures with 11, and the Rams lead at 61-34. Luke Kajowski's entered the Highlands lineup.
Try to get them all, I'm sure.
Roman can't get it to go. Got his own rebound back, and Luke is unable to corral it. Titans the other way. Now Green threw it off a leg, but Yount saves it in the corner. Long pass is stolen by Cochran.
Steal by Luke Cochran.
Watch out from behind, Luke. He's able to throw one up.
Flung that one, maybe he drew a foul?
Flung is a great word, and he did draw the foul.
Good job, Luke.
So he'll shoot a couple.
Fouls on number 22, Darren.
At 7:13, Mizgorski picks it up. Rams, we mentioned Friday night, will be home to play the Yacht Cougars.
Luke's first trip to the foul line. Mike, do you know why they had that at Richland, Ohio, that Coliseum?
Well, that was the days where they were building everything's in the suburbs, and it was kind of like the exodus away from downtowns, which has kind of changed now.
Yeah, but at that point, though, they were halfway between Akron and Cleveland.
Oh, okay, because it's south of here.
Yep. Closer, 118 miles.
Closer to Pittsburgh, certainly.
Yep.
Cochran gets them both. Came in shooting 70%.
He's got 20, and now we're down to 77.
He's getting 20 every game. It's going to take how many? Divide it by 20, and that's when he's going to get his 1,000 points. Because he knows right where he is.
We'll be in the Beaver Dome for that one. Probably.
Those will be internet only, by the way. There's no TV on those. You'll have to watch those on. YouTube.
We'll make sure Luke gets that disc when it happens.
And Miller. And we
personal DVD.
We still do one of those. We'll be good. 63-36. 6:45 remaining, fourth quarter. Looking at time of day, we're in really good shape. Cochran.
Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
You don't see that in high school too often.
9 points for Christ tonight, 65-36.
Second dunk for Johnny.
Long three is missed, and Christ comes away with it.
And while we're counting, Mike, Johnny now has 8:27, so he may do it too.
Oh, Kuntz with a nice steal and did a great job to organize the puppies and keep them off the sideline. Dumped it down to Cochran. Steps back behind the three-point line, now to Kuntz. Kajowski out top. Left side, Christ into Roman.
Ooh, there it is.
Turnaround, Joaquim, no. Rebound, Christ, up and good.
And a rebounded follow by Johnny Price.
Take two more off that toe. 67-36.
I'm working my numbers here, Mike.
Yeah, they are going back and forth with the scoring here. The Rams are still.
He's 107 away now.
The Rams are still going to near their average. Cochran the rebound. Rams came in averaging 74-4.
I got Johnny with 107 to 1,000.
Long lead feed to Christ. Oh, back to Cochran. Could he save it? He does.
Almost did.
Some people would have called it over and back, but you never know. His feet never hit the floor. Mizgorski, nice move. Up off the glass, missed it. Got his own rebound and put it in.
And number 22,
stuck with that one.
Mizgorski with 7 off the bench for Rob Niederberger. And now Coach Stosh wants to talk it over. At 5:12 left fourth quarter, Highlands 67, Shaler 38.
Well, Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Don't be like me. On the way up on the trip today, I had my account up, and we were actually watching the numbers change as we went along every second.
Yes, we were.
Don't need to do that. Sit down with Lucchinos today. They'll review your plan. They're independent agents. They're only going to do what's best for you, and they always have your best interest at heart. Joe and Joe always know. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or call them today at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial put you on the road to financial stability today.
So with 5:12 to go, Highlands has the ball. We'll see if Coach Stosh called one of his famous out-of-bounds plays there.
Johnny gets up top. It's over Leary.
Here's Leary now. Got it to Kajowski. His three is good.
Wow, Mike. Raining threes. Is that 11?
We'll count them up in a minute.
They're cheaper by the dozen, by the way. So.
It's 11. 70-38.
Still by Carter Leary ahead of the pack again.
He drives in against two men, and they just call it simply out of bounds, and that's judicious officiating at 4:48 remaining.
17 turnovers here tonight, Mike.
Who will score more points today, the Rams or the Cleveland Cavs?
Charlotte Hornets in time. They've been playing great defense. So
Charlotte is down to only a half a game out of the last playoff spot.
Rebound by number 23, Jake Choma.
Maybe Mike will be in the building tonight.
Who's that?
Michael Jordan.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Hornets.
I've not met him, but I've been as close as we are to him. He's a large human being.
Games for the Gold Rams, number 31, Trent Pavlik.
On the golf course.
Yes, he was
on a golf course of all places. At the Mario Lemieux tournament, yeah. Michael wasn't doing interviews. I tried.
Also entering the game for the Titans, number 15, Josh Miller.
My favorite one at those places was Digger Phelps.
Yeah, just let him rip. Huh?
He said, "How much do you need?" before we started. He'd tee him up, and off he went. Digger Phelps, of course, the former coach at Notre Dame for many, many years. ESPN announcer, retired now.
Corey Myers, the senior on the floor now. Trent Pavlik, nice pass down to Carter Leary. Leary into Chandler. Timmons.
Back outside, and now Myers will drive it in. Myers with a nice reverse move, and down it goes.
That is the part that Corey has added to his game this year, Mike. He used to be strictly an outside shooter, but he's been driving to the basket very effectively.
He's got 15. Now they work it back outside, and driving in there was Tyler Begley, and the Rams able to get it out of there as Pavlik cleans the glass. Now McDaniel. And a steal inside. And they leave Mizgorski ahead of the field with a lay-in.
Steal and then a layup by number 22, Darren Mizgorski for the Titans.
9 points for him off the bench. Jake Miller, the leading scorer. 72-40. Leary to McDaniel. Now Myers up and under, moving beautifully done. 17 points for the senior, breathing all over his average of 18 a game. And the Rams lead at 74-40.
And we're going to get a foul on Carter Leary.
A foul on number 14, Carter Leary, Gold Rams.
His second. That allows senior Corey Myers to go to the bench. Zach Baylog in for him. Zach, we found out from Blessed Sacrament. Like that's where he played his elementary basketball with the junior varsity this year. Joaquin politicking for playing time, Mike.
I think he's going to get some. Yeah.
Look, he's laughing down there.
Here's Lander. Now he goes left side for Begley. Begley's little left-hander is up and missed with Timmons all over him. Now put back up by Tyler Lander, and he's fouled. Lander just into the game, a sophomore.
This will be interesting to see if Joaquin goes in for Chandler.
Number 0, Chandler.
I want to see, because usually when you see a guy checking in that could take your place, you don't foul.
Right.
Because you know it's a way to get you out, you're out of the game. The trick's of the trade, Mike.
And the first one is up around and good by Lander.
It's Antoine coming out. Antoine had a nice game here today, too.
Trent Pavlik just made a trip over to the bench, and Stosh had a few words for him, a little instruction. 74-41. Highlands leads at 2:52 to go.
Antoine had 7 points coming off the bench.
You know,
Leary had 8.
You figure if you come all this way, you might as well get a win. And looks like that's going to happen here. And they're going to bring everybody in wholesale.
Yep. And this is the JV team made a trip.
Baylog is up and in and draws the foul. So Zach Baylog with a basket of hooping some harm for him.
He's in the book for the second time this year.
A chance for his career high, which would be 3, I believe. He had 1 basket in an earlier game. Yeah. Misses off the rim, so he ties it. Rebound to Pavlik, and it's stolen by Lander.
Number 10, Tyler Lander.
Worked it back out right side for
Rebound by Joaquin Roman.
O'Neal, his shot is no good, and the Rams turn it back the other way as Roman's going to let a 3 go.
That's what they wanted, Mike. They wanted
Okie
Joaquin to
dokie.
get a 3. That's what they wanted. Look, they're all laughing on the
See,
bench.
he needed to make it, and then the next somebody could have watched that and thought, we're going to have to guard him out there.
That was a set play, and that's going to be it for Joaquin. Look at that little smile on his face, Mike. He's a happy camper. He had 4 today, but boy, did he play big yesterday against Beaver Falls.
He really did.
We needed him to.
He really did.
Johnny out of the lineup. We needed him to respond, and
Lando's coming in.
here comes our camera person from last year, Landon Signorella.
Steal
Baylog.
by Baylog as he stepped in front. They need some help and got it to Leary. Leary with a stop. Now back to Kajowski. He could shoot him from out there.
He sure can.
Boy, soft rim there, and it almost fell in, and Timmons carried it out of bounds. Landon Signorella, 22, his first varsity action.
Khalil Long also going to check in for Chandler Timmons. And Mike, we're off to pizza and wings. They're going to taste a lot better after a nice win here. Huh?
They are, and Khalil Long is also in number 24.
Nothing worse than a bus ride home from Cleveland with a loss.
You know, I was going to say I could think of a few things, but I really can't.
And again, Shaler gave him credit for coming out here and put up a decent effort with 2 starters out of the lineup. And I think, again, hopefully it's maintenance with the Reynolds kick.
I hope
He's
so.
outstanding.
Here's Kajowski, out to Baylog. Corner to Belak. There it was, Baylog to Belak. That's what I was looking for last night. B2B. Signorella to Kajowski. Now to Baylog. It sounds like a hockey line. Baylog to Belak. He shoots and scores. We got to have it. Remember the Pens back in the 70s. Shock, Shack, and Schenkel.
The Killer Bees.
Hey, you always told me your favorite Penguin back in the day was Charlie Burns.
I love Charlie.
He was the last player coach in the NHL.
Is that right?
Yeah, who knew?
Cody and Amir checking into the lineup for the Golden Rams. And that, I think, takes care of everybody, Mike.
I think it's everybody.
Amir Martin entering the game for the Golden Rams, number 3. And Cody Hubert, number 40.
Amir has that go off his hands. Amir Martin.
Cody Hubert is 40.
Yep. They're all out there.
They're all out there. We've had a full complement of Golden Rams this afternoon. Now, driving into the lane for the Titans is Josh Miller. He tried to punt it.
So the JVs didn't have a game today, but they played today. How's that?
I wonder if Josh Miller is any relation to Josh Miller.
Could be. Yeah, he's up that way.
Josh Miller shooting 1-1.
Miller will shoot the 1-1 at 1:16 left. And we're going to get the whole game in, too, which is good. I'm glad that all worked out. Thanks to Scott McDonald and all his help here for getting us set up.
He told me he's been here for 15 years, Mike. He looks like he's 15.
I know, he's very
Or is that
young.
me just getting older? That's probably a combination of 33-point lead for the Golden Rams, make
And he
it
makes
32.
1-1.
I have no athletic director to thank today because we hit the big time for a day.
Yep.
Here's Signorella. Now to Martin.
We got to sit in the big boy seats.
Hubert
Played on the big
These
boy
are nice
floor.
and soft, too, by the way. They're setting up for Cleveland Radio to our left, and Charlotte Radio will set up to their left. So we get the same seats they did. Nearly a steal is a steal on a step in front by Tyler Begley, and he knocked it out of bounds in 52 seconds. And thanks to Courtney Stewart for stepping in this afternoon also. Great job, Courtney. Thank you. She passed the test. She can come back.
She is permitted to. If we can't, Braden Foster can't make it, we're going to bring her back. You passed the audition.
There's Baylog in trouble. Got to watch that 10-second call, but he does get it across. But a step in front, a steal by Begley. All the way down, and Begley with a left hand lays it in.
Tyler Begley drives it in for the layup.
All right, let's get somebody get a shot off here in the last 30
76 to 46. Hubert.
Nope.
Oh, Begley is tough. Reaches in there and takes it away. Around Long, a pair of 24. Shot, score, foul by Tyler Begley. And Khalil Long will pick up the foul.
Yeah, he cut it to 28 here, and Coach Stosh kind of looking like, oh well.
Yeah.
It's the JVs out
You can't expect the Titans to stop playing.
there. Love their coaching sweats, Mike.
All of them, both sides.
Coach Stosh and
Coach Niederberger, a Butler guy, I'm pretty sure he goes.
Yeah.
Mark Juleroots played for him, I think, up there, and coached with him too, I believe. Here's Signorella.
Since I help out with the middle school, I got to set myself. I can't wait to get them on. It's my Christmas present from the boosters. Thank you.
Martin went in, but there were some tall guys in there, so he backed it out to Hubert. Now high posting it
Get
to
it up.
long.
Oh, geez.
Went off of Khalil's hands and stolen back by Miller.
Well, unfortunately,
And
all
that's
these
it.
turnovers have to go on the varsity schedule. But again, the Golden Rams prevail here, 76-49. Nice affair here to play on the big court, Mike.
Now, Dean, final thoughts on this one. The Rams with a big win and move their record to 5-1 and will be home Friday night to play off.
Well, I think you have an important announcement to make.
Yes, Tyler Stachinski, that's win number 100 for Coach Stoss. So congratulations to him as he is in third place on the all-time Highlands list. Only the third coach to do it, behind Rich Falter and Tom Myers.
Hard work pays off, Mike.
It sure does.
He certainly put it into the program.
All right,
congratulations, Tosh.
Thanks to Scott McDonald again. Thanks to Courtney Stewart for her help. Once again, that final score, Highlands 76 and Shaler 49. From Cleveland, for the Dean Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik.